guys. Hey guys, welcome back to ROADCRAFT. I'm Brad M73. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We are continuing on the contamination map, and we are at 24% completion. But I just loaded into the game, and there were like all these bees. Actually, I thought I saw some wasps or something in here, but maybe they were just bees. And I was like, the bees. And I wanted to share my enthusiasm with you. So I think we're right here by the hermits area, the hermits something or other. Build, road, pour sand. Oh, pour sand. Now, did I ever... Wait a second. Did I activate... I did not. Okay, there's power. Trying to think of... Well, first of all... What am I doing? I don't even think I have one of the recovery vehicles. Where's this guy? Okay, he's not too far away from the main base. However, I still want to put more sand on this. Actually, we'll see if I can get sand all the way up here, and then we'll just come back with the... Should be about any second. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I want to try to get the road thing going. Oh, the other thing too, where is the mission for the 2 transformers? Water to the village. Transformers to the steel mill. The steel mill is right there. Crud. No, go, bro. The heck? I don't know what the heck he was thinking. Actually, no. What do you mean unable to refill the tipper? Okay, that was really weird. Okay, coastal base. Boom. Wait a second, is it? You know, it's going to be like a million times faster just to go right up here. I'm glad you guys told me about that. I just about forget. Yeah, go to the original recovery area. This is where we started the game. Jeez. Oh, now the other thing... We have a very small sand pit here to do this. Now, another thing too, hold on. Might have just kind of shot myself in the foot. See, I don't know if any of these areas out here can be classified as sand pits, but I think one of the things that one strategy that I might do here is, you know what? Hold on a sec. Oh, these don't fill up with sand anymore. Where is Big Dumpy? Big Dumpy! Oh, he's right here. I remember right down here at the... Oh, no. Oh. Oh, okay, I've got a different idea now. Where is my... I'm going in, like, every direction but the direction that I need to be going in. Which one? Which one? I think I should do probably coastal base. Yes. We're going to do these transformers first. I'll have to do them one at a time. That's fine. One at a time is fine. I think one of the other things that I probably should do is, since we're going to be crossing the river, right before the river crossing, there's like a massive puddle. So I should probably take the large dump truck down there and fill in that big puddle. Yeah, like right down there somewhere. Somewhere. I just feel like blocking this off completely. Yep, here we go. You know, it's kind of a shame. No. Ooh, there's another train car with a rail on it. I bet we're gonna have to come and get that at some point. Okay. Let's see. While we're waiting here, let's go. Yeah, we need to go down here. We need to fill this in. So, I think even going down this hill is pretty dicey. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Let's see. How far? Oh. There we go. Perfect. Or, well, not perfect, but better fict. all of the Germans are like 999. Who am I kidding? There's no Germans that listen to my show or watch my episodes. I'm just gonna back this down, and then we're gonna start coming up the hill. That way, when I bring the... Because I'm going to have to do it eventually. And when I bring the bulldozer up, or down, we can just do one smoothing pass. Actually, because it's not raining, knock on wood, now it's going to start raining. The road down here is fairly dry. I can't see anything. Almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. So I'm just going to back over this little bridge, if you can call it that. All right. Now comes the really fun part. It's going downhill. Did you just see the graphics change? That was weird. I think it was like the lighting or something changed suddenly. So my goal here is to kind of get this this pathway through here somewhat flat. So when we come through with the dump truck again, we can just kind of fly right through, make a fairly even dump. All right. All right. How about that? I think that was incredibly successful. That was the most incredible dump we've ever done in this game. Dude. Hashtag exceeded expectations. It's like I want to like congratulate myself. You know, like after you take your dog for a walk and he goes on the walk and you're like, "That's a good boy." And you give him a doggy treat. Okay, more disturbing than amusing. All right, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to... blaze trails in the Trailblazer. So now really my only point of potential concern, I think, is going to be crossing the river bridge. So we'll just have to make sure we go slow and steady. I don't think it'll be a problem. But, you know, hopefully no disasters. Because apparently, and I probably should have done this a long time ago, apparently bringing these transformers over to the steel beam factory gives me access to the metal bridges, like I think it's the truss bridge style bridge. So yeah. All right, here goes. Let's go into low gear. I'm not going to be saying anything or talking during this period. So, just, you know, don't ask questions. I'm not going to be talking or trying to distract myself or you as I cross the bridge. And I just don't, you know, I don't want to talk about things and perhaps get my concentration out of whack. And we're across. Well, that sounded... oh, great. How do I get out of this place? Alright. You only have to cross it once more. Maybe. Do 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 do. Yeah, I had I can't remember if I talked about this in the last episode or not. I think I'm about 2, maybe 3 episodes, recording wise ahead of when I post episodes. So I posted episode 4 yesterday, and it didn't have any sound on it. And I was like, what the heck? And I when people were commenting, I still had episode 4 up in my editor, editing software, and sure enough, there was sound in it, So not really sure why the video didn't have sound in it. But what had happened while I was exporting the video, and this happens, I don't know, seems like it happens like once a year. I can't even, it's been so long since it last happened, I can't even remember. But there was a period in time several years ago where it happened a bunch in like a week or 2 period. And I think it was because, it may have been because the hard drive in my editing computer, which is a 2015 iMac, was starting to go bad. And I eventually taught myself how to basically remove the screen on my iMac and actually replace the iMac's drive with a Samsung solid state drive. So I plopped a 4 terabyte SSD in there, and really I don't think I've had a problem like that since. But anyway, when I was, and I don't think my SSD is going bad, even though, probably does have, because I'm constantly editing video on it every day, that it has more read-write cycles than a typical SSD, but it's probably nowhere near its lifetime, especially since I only installed that. I can't really recall. It's like 2, maybe 3 years ago. I don't know. Well, anyway, and the stock hard drive in it was a Seagate. Never buy a Seagate drive. Even the people that are like, no, Seagate drives are great. No, you're full of it. You're absolutely full of crap. Seagate, every Seagate. If you did not understand the first time I said it, let me re-emphasize this. Every Seagate drive that I've ever owned in my entire life, from back in the 90s until now, has failed. Every single one. So, yeah, don't buy a C8 drive. Anyway, yeah, so I, installed the SSD and it's worked great. So anyway, when I was doing the exports originally, like I, put my video in, edited everything, exported the file, it kept getting to like frame 114,081, I think, or it might have been 112,000. Anyway, it was like 100 and something thousand frames in, there was a corrupted frame. And so my editing software would error out. I'm like, what the heck? So I go back in and I actually have to calculate. So if it's frame, 114,081, you can you know, divide that number by 30 to get 30 seconds, divide it again by 60 to get your minutes. Well, 30 frames per second is why you divide by 30, or whatever frame rate your, you know, your source video is from, or your export video is from. And then you divide by 60 to get your minutes, and it was like 63 minutes and 11 or 12 seconds. So if you go and you look at, you know, an hour and 3 minutes and like 10, you know, just start it at like an hour and 3 minutes, you'll notice a slight jump in the video at about the 11 to 12 second mark, somewhere around there. And so anyway, that's how I compensated for this bad frame. Just delete, you know, about a second out, because you can't really tell exactly which frame it is. I mean, I guess I could count it and then try to delete out that one frame, but it's hard to delete a single frame. So you usually have to delete out a section of it. Anyways, I exported the video and then it was successful. Yay! Okay, so deliver transformers to the steel mill. Okay, I didn't see anything about, about getting additional access. Bridges. Okay, so now we have the metal bridges, but do we have the Jeff bridges? Let's go right here. And I'm going to see if I can... No. Come on. There. Metal bridge, metal... Okay, let's go back a little further. There. Ooh, 9 steel beams. We got 8. Let's try to start from there. Okay, there's 8 steel beams. What I was going to try to do is dump sand in here. And unfortunately, even though there's like a giant pile of dirt right there, I don't think that I can simply just dump dirt there, or, you know, push that dirt in. And doing it this way is not ideal either. We're getting there. Uh-oh. What? All right, one more and we'll be good. Now, all I have to do is not flip over or tip over. Or flip my tip. You didn't see that? Jeez. I think it's because it's raining, maybe. The roads might be slippery. I don't know. Now, I would like to maybe convert, you know, if I make more than one of these steel bridges, I would like to convert one to, oh gosh, that's going to take like 8 loads of sand to make that into a viable road. Okay. Okay, back to the recovery area with the, I don't know, whatever this is, the Aramatsu. And I want to fill this in because I don't want to have to worry about it anymore. I probably should have done it a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use this because I think this is gonna be a little bit faster going downhill. Okay. So I'm going to take this guy, Coastal Bay Recovery Area. Okay, a little bit better, maybe, slightly. All right. Now this time I'm going to wait for the Aramatsu to fully fill, because I don't think I was doing that before, or well, the last time. I should have been... Should have refilled instead of sitting around twiddling my thumbs. Okay, boom. I think we're pretty darn close to being done with this. I mean, obviously I can continue to fill it out, but I think we're doing all right. And how the asphalt spreader is gonna spread on this, I don't know. Now, I guess my next question is going to be, once we get it over here, we've got this road, and let's see, how long have I been, oh gosh. Where does it want me to... Now, I know that there's a road up here that we have to build. So I want to get our vehicles up here. Gosh, this is a mess through here too. Man, this thing is slow. Garage service, is this gonna open up as a base eventually or something? Yeah, here's where the road starts. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do exactly what we did on the last one. Coastal base. Recovery area. Gaining some speed. That's a pretty steep hill right there, to be fair and honest. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to him and we're gonna choose one of these, and he is working, so we're gonna get into this guy, take his parking brake off, and I'm just gonna pace my other vehicle here. And because I have this dumper, you can see, okay, it's starting to disappear there. Hopefully, hopefully I'll have enough to complete this entire route. We're about halfway done, maybe. And there's a sand pit over here, so we can refill for the return voyage. And we still have to bring the bulldozer over here, so yay. Yeah, this is the best trick to getting, you know, to bringing in sand where you don't have an active quarry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what have I done? Stuck on something. I'm stuck on you. All right, cool. All right, so now what I'm going to do, let's go grab, I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Let's bring him over. I want to have him flattening the one side that we just completed. Let me see how much. Oh gosh. I want him flattening the side so that when I come, well, when I come back the other direction, you know, I can just drive the large dump truck on the flat section. I won't have to worry about all the bumpies. But I want to get him started flattening out that side so that while he's working on that, we can go and refill the other two dump trucks. By the time those are done, or those are filled and back, this guy should be finished smoothing out the, you know, the side of the road there. So, I guess this is not like an objective. It's a infrastructure route. That's why it wasn't showing up as a, you know, an actual contract or objective, whatever you want to call it. I can show that to you here in a sec. Wait, look at those graphics. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I wonder, wait, how do I go into photo mode? Photo mode right here. So how, okay, X to hide UI. How do I take a... Okay, I took a screenshot. All right. X again. That's really pretty. I mean, come on. Yeah, so yeah, if I go in right there, build road, pour sand, all that fun stuff. So that's where that is, because since it's not, you know, an actual objective. Bring the equipment to the concrete plant. So we've got the machine yard right in there. So we're gonna have to truck some stuff all the way over. So that's kind of another reason why I wanted to get at least this bridge and that road in. You know, that way it's going to be really easy to get over here. And, you know, we won't be pressured anymore And then hopefully getting that equipment over here will activate the concrete plant, and then maybe we can make concrete bridges. But this is a good stopping point. I am out of time. Let's just pop back to the hub really quick and check on my completion percentage. We started out at 24. And this is going to be a great opportunity for you to slap the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, all that good stuff. We are at 20% or 26%. So we gained 2%. And so yeah, we're trucking along on this map. So again, like, share, comment, subscribe. This has been ROADCRAFT on the rebuild expansion as I try to decontaminate the contamination map. I'm Bradham73. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.